Welcome back, people. It's time again. Yes, it's your World Cup Stadium Guide 2026. Yes, I'm hosting another one. This time we're going to Philadelphia, and no, it's not the cheese. It's Lincoln Financial Field. Well, that's its sponsor name. Of course, it'll be known as the Philadelphia Stadium during the FIFA World Cup 2026. And guess what? It's one of the marquee venues of the tournament. Anyway, located in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, the stadium opened in 2003 at a cost of about $512 million. It's best known as the home of Philadelphia Eagles and also hosts Temple Owls football. I don't know what that is. If you can tell me what Temple Owls football is, in the comment section. For the FIFA World Cup 2026, Philadelphia Stadium will host 6 matches. They include Costa Ivory versus Ecuador on June the 14th. Brazil versus Haiti on June the 19th. France versus Iraq on June the 22nd. Croatia or Curacao, I can't even pronounce it, versus Côte d'Ivory or Ivory Coast, I guess we call it in the UK sometimes. I don't know which one's right or how you pronounce these things. So Croatia versus Côte d'Ivory on June the 25th. Croatia versus Ghana on June the 27th. The stadium will also host a round of 16 match on July the 4th. And that's about it for what it's hosting. Its expected capacity is around 69,000 and the nearest airport is Philadelphia International Airport. As for its attendance history, the stadium's overall record crowd is 77,900, and for a soccer/football match, the record is 69,879, and that was for Liverpool versus Arsenal on July the 31st, 2024, in a friendly. So, without further ado, we're going to do what we do to the Google Street Maps, to the Google Earth, and let's take a look around this wonderful stadium that is Lincoln Financial Field, or in the World Cup known as the Philadelphia Stadium. Let's go. Lincoln Financial Field, the home of Philadelphia Eagles and the host at the 2026 World Cup. So I'm going to drop the little yellow man down here on 11th South Street, 11th, or South 11th Street. So looking around, we've got some nice glass and a bit of branding decor, a bit of a skeleton structure of a stadium, steelwork, concrete exposed a bit. They like to do that with American stadiums. So this is the West Gate. So having a little look down this road here, plenty of trees. We do like trees on this video, on these videos. Some sort of marquee and a fence keeping the criminals out. So down here it looks like we have your turnstiles and security location. So somewhere where you have baggage checks before you get in, or so security checks before entering the stadium, perhaps. I imagine that's for, along with sort of turnstiles or similar, I imagine. At least it's covered, so if it rains, you're not going to get wet, but you're going to get wet if you're inside the stadium, because the stadium doesn't have a roof. Makes sense, doesn't it, that? Anyway, so here we go down towards a crossing. If you're in the UK, this would be a roundabout, no doubt. But here, you have traffic lights. And you also have a baseball stadium, or ballpark as they call it, next to the Philadelphia Stadium, as it's known at this World Cup. So yeah, they've got cover for your security baggage search area, which I think it is. I don't know for sure. Let me know in the comments if I'm wrong. But you got no roof over your stands. So going down this road, plenty of greenery and sort of other buildings around. I'm not sure how far you are from the main centre of Philadelphia, but probably not too far, I wouldn't think. I wouldn't say it was walkable though. It looks like it's autumn because the leaves have turned a golden brown. Some more glass and concrete and shapes. American stadiums do like shapes. I'll give them that. So, heading down South Darien Street, 3839 3741 South Darien Street. So, yeah, all the concrete, as you can see, is a little bit exposed underneath. That wouldn't happen in a UK stadium so much. Although, I think this stadium was designed by Dan Mays, who designed the new Bramley-Moore Dock Stadium, home of Everton. And I suppose you can see some sort of, you can kind of see that on the Bramley-Moore Dock Stadium. So that's a little hint to who designed that stadium. Anyway, here we are. It says stop. I presume I can't go any further down that road, which I can't. So maybe it's get the little yellow man, the Google Street Map man, and stick him up on top of the freeway, or motorway as we'd call it in the UK, up above. And yep, and this instantly reminds me of Walsall. Yes, when you're passing down the M6 to Birmingham, you go past Walsall's ground. Although I must admit, yeah, Philadelphia's, although it's not got a roof on it, it looks better, doesn't it? Well, it looks snazzy, but Walsall Stadium has a roof on all four sides. So there you go. Might not look as nice, Walsall's, but it's got roof, it's got cover. They look after you there. Well, apart from when you're leaving the game, but that's another story. Anyway, more car parking. I do like that glass facade they've put along there. Lots of little diamond window glass segments. So we carry on going down here. I think that's the baseball stadium just over there, or is it something else? I don't know. And as you can see, lots of railway tracks, lots of haulage for haulage rail. And of course, Philadelphia is a working man's city. So there's going to be a lot of rail haulage from its past. Anyway, I'm trying to look for a metro station, so I think there is one. I think there's an underground one. Somewhere. Ha. There we go. The Energy Station. It's an underground station. So There is rapid transport links to the stadium if you're going. I quite like the look of the stadium itself, apart from, as I keep saying, it hasn't got a roof. And a roof makes the atmosphere a little bit more special, doesn't it? So there you go, there's your metro station. I think that's about it, really. Well, that was an interesting one. That's Philadelphia done. Drop us a line in the comments. If you enjoy the content, please subscribe, please like, and I'll see you all next time.